Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? How has y'all week been? Give me 1 second and we're going to start saying hey to everybody in the chat. If y'all haven't noticed, I am not even looking at, let me make sure I'm even on the stage. Okay. Because I'm multitasking. I had to go and hit that monetization because I forgot on the last one. All right. So, 1 second, y'all. I'm I'm done. I just got to close it out. Close it, close it, close it. Here we go. Happy Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing? I think I seen Donzel in here. Hey, Donzel. Happy Friday. Hey, Burner Girl. Hey, sis. Happy Friday. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, sis. Happy Friday. Sunshine, I got your package. Your girl ain't opened it yet, though. But I will be. I will be. I was thinking, I hadn't opened it because I was thinking about doing like an unboxing. That's the only reason why. I haven't decided if I want to share it with the everybody's. Who else in here? I'm here. Not Gina with an E. What's funny is sometimes I get people who email the office and spell my name that way. I've been spelled Gina with an E, and I think I've also been spelled Gina with two E's. And so my boss always jokes that when I'm doing when I haven't messed something up, which doesn't happen all the time, just so you know. But when I mess something up, I'm Gina, regular. But if I mess something up, then he emails me Gina with an E. I'm like, sir, I want you to stop. Hey, Nay, how you doing? Happy Friday. Hey, Pescatarian, happy Friday, sis. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Natural Gardener, happy Friday. Hey, Michelle, happy Friday. I'm catching up. Hey, Sam, happy Friday. Yeah, my internet been tripping. I had to reboot my whole thing the other day. Um, Sunshine said it ain't pay well. It's all good. I just don't know everybody what's in it. Hadn't decided. Now, let me know if this is acting up because something came up on my screen. Let me know if y'all can see me and hear me. Hey, Sylvia, happy Friday. Because I don't know what's happening. Hey, Miss Cheryl, happy Friday. Look, now I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. It done threw me off. Mike, what's up? Happy Friday. Uh, Come on, stupid. I probably shouldn't call the computer stupid when I wanted to act right, huh? Uh, hey, Miss Cassandra, happy Friday. Hey, Unique, happy Friday. Oh, I'm caught up. Great. Okay. At least to say I am. So, how's everybody's week been? How are y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Y'all, God dang it. Where did I put that? Y'all, it's been long. It's time to turn up. That's what's up. You doing good? Y'all, I forgot something in my room that I think I need. Because I had jotted down some points that I wanted to address in tonight's conversation. I really feel like I left it in my room. I'm gonna have to go get it. Can I go get it? Raining a lot. Listen, we need some rain. I'm tired of watering. That's what I do know. I am tired of watering. Um, Thank you, fam. I appreciate you. You're doing awesome. Can you have your daughter bring it to you? She ain't gonna be able to find it because I that's the thing. I'm trying to remember where I put it. How about that? And have you ever sent a teenager to go find something for you? Hmm. Okay, it don't really work out that great. If I knew where it was exactly, I would though. But I ain't sure. And then if she go looking and it ain't there anyway, I'm gonna have to get up anyway. It's better for me just to go get it. Um, we'll see. You almost to the chill and enjoy stage of gardening, girl. Listen, I can't wait to get there. I'm still working. 10 days no rain. Finally got a lot this morning. Ooh, lucky for you, Michelle. Look, I don't know how many days we've been without it because y'all know I was out of town. I don't. My oldest said that it rained a little bit while I was gone, and it has not rained since I've been back. So I've been having the water, and it hasn't really been hot like that. Today is pretty hot, but it hasn't really been hot like that. But I still been having the water quite a bit. Got to keep those sweet potatoes nice and watered. The tomatoes, all the stuff really. See, that's exactly what they do, Burner Girl. Walk in and walk back out and be like, I didn't see it. Then it's keep my blood pressure down. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner. Happy Friday. Hey, GT, how you doing? Happy Friday. All right, I'm caught up again at work, but listen, I appreciate you, fam. We're gonna talk about these green stocks because I had a lot of commentary and comments around the 72 there. Nice. Broccoli I grew in there. So I was like, you know what, let's have a green stock conversation. First of all, this is perfect. So as I am going to grab what I need to grab, y'all put in the chat if you currently have a green stock. Put that in the chat. What up, Tech Money? Happy Friday. Put that in the chat. I will be right back. See y'all? I told you it'll be fast. My house ain't that big. I just don't know where I put it. Okay, so it's not in here. See, and this is what I would have told her to grab, my little notes thing. But when I went in there, I was like, grab everything. I know it ain't in here. This is my budget planner. Found it. There we go. Found it. All right. My notes. We good. All right. So, what I missed? Who's growing in a GreenStalk currently? Who has them and who's growing in them? All right. I'm back up to where I think I left off. Nope. Let's go back up some more. I saw Take Money and there it is. Okay. I knew when he came, he entered the building. That's when I walked away. I have not put mine back together. Oh. Oh yeah, the infestation. You had the what are them things called? I remember because I posted about it to see what it was. But you have two that broccoli was on. For real, for real. Nice. I own a couple still in boxes. We got to get those out of boxes. So Burner Girl got two. She is Sunshine got a couple. No, but I got Dollar Tree version. Nice. So we gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna keep going. See who else. Oh, Miss Cassandra, you got 4 of them. Nice. Yep, sure do. I have 4. I'm hooked. Look. I don't have 4 yet. So Pescatarian got 4 too. Got one of those for my aunt. Oh, you better get Auntie hers. Unique got 11. Now, Unique, you ain't even of the people that I follow close enough to even some that I talk to outside of YouTube. You go up there with them, but yeah, you grow. She had 12 when I met her. She's added to those. I'm trying to think. There's another person I follow. The one I told you I don't live that far from me. Actually, I'm not gonna say who that is because then I'm telling y'all where she lives. But I think she has upward of 15 plus. So yeah. You have one with only 2 things in it. What? A pineapple top and some garlic chops? Why only 2 things in it, Sylvia? Anyway, we're going to get to that. Natural Gardener has 2. Nice. I have Wally Stacker, no GreenStalk. Yeah. They got 3. They are addicting. They are. What up, Mr. BS? Find time to join us. Let me write this down, Mr. BS. Late. Hey, fam, you know I got to give you a hard time. All right. So I had one of my staff members follows my YouTube channel. And she was saying how she had logged on, and the first thing that came up for her when she logged on was my broccoli harvest video. So she was excited. She was like, "What is that thing you were growing in?" So I was telling her about the GreenStalk and everything, and why Miss JK has one. Why I enjoy growing in them. So when I first used hey veggie girl, y'all go look at Veggie's garden tour video if y'all haven't seen it. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey sis, when I first started growing in a vertical planter, I bought the Dollar Trees version of it. If it's in your will to do so, save them coins and get you a GreenStalk. Y'all, the people who know me, The people who know I am frugal. There are some disrespectful people who would even call me cheap. I am not cheap, but I am frugal. And I will choose GreenStalk every time. Let me tell you why. It's not flimsy. It's not going to get warped after some years under the sun and all those things. Um, it's going to hold up. It's truly going to hold. And you can, outside of herbs, you really ain't growing a lot in them Dollar Tree and Walmart ones because they ain't got that much depth. Those green stalks, the 5 tiers, are 10 inches deep. And I think y'all tell me on the 7, I think the 7 is like somewhere between 6 and 8 inches, maybe 6 or 7. I don't remember. If you get a 7 tier. Now that's if you get it the way it comes. You can always just buy a couple tiers, like the couple 3 tiers or a couple 5 tiers, and stack them how you want to, as high or short as you want to. So I really think it's worth the money. And that's just based on me using, no, not that I know of, Burner Girl, but I'm sure a sale will be coming up at some point, but not that I'm aware of. They had one for Mother's Day, and that's the last one I remember for the actual green stock. Um, However, you got about 20, fam? Dang, tell us what you're growing in yours. I would love to know what you're growing in yours. Share with us. Not you know how as much the gardeners do it. I don't know what to put in the green stock. That's why we gonna have this conversation. Honestly, that's why I wanted to do it. So I say if you're somebody who has one of the other ones, you probably grow herbs, maybe some small flowers, not some flowers that need a lot of root space, but marigolds or something probably could grow in there. But you're not growing tomatoes, you're not growing cucumbers, you're not growing peppers, you're probably not growing broccoli. You could grow lettuce, stuff like that, stuff that's not going to take up, don't need the depth. But the to me, the upside of being able to grow in the green stock is that I'm not taking up space along the ground. It's growing vertically, and I could grow a lot of stuff in it. A 5 tier, each level has 6 pockets. So I could grow 30 different plants, or I could grow a tier of each 5 different plants in each tier, or I could do 2 plants a tier, 2 different varieties of something a tier, whatever you want to do. Or I could have a whole green stock full of something like strawberries or peppers, whatever I want to do. Like you could grow a lot of stuff in there. So a lot of the feedback that I got, Tixie, hey sis, girl, talk about she new to my channel. And we have 16. I know now that I did know Tixie had a lot of green stocks. And I'm not sure what to do with them. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Y'all know Tixie be over there growing. I would have more if I had room. Listen, I'm definitely thinking about adding at least one. Ooh, Swiss chard would grow well in there. I grow kale in mine a lot. Kale is gonna be in there this year. Hey Devorah, how you doing? Happy Friday. I would like to purchase the lilac baby blue. I have the baby blue. That's the one that Liddy B got me that for my birthday years ago. That's Best Yet Journey. I want that blue raspberry, that darker blue one. It's gonna happen. You know, I'm just frugal. I watched Veggie's tour. It was amazing, wasn't it? I love Veggie's Garden. I love it. Hey, Chris, happy Friday. So, the reason I wanted to have the conversation, a lot of people, even from when I first put the broccoli into the green stock, I had comments that I don't know if you should grow broccoli in there because broccoli needs a lot of space, yada, yada, yada. Then when I harvested broccoli from there, I didn't think you could grow broccoli in a green stock. Why? Why? Somebody told you that? Even if they did tell you that, why? Because y'all know we try, as gardeners, we try to test the limits. It's things that they tell you can't grow in your grow zone, ain't it? And it's stuff that somebody done told you, you in grow zone 6B, that's where I'm at. So you really can't grow XYZ. Okay. Y'all keep letting people tell y'all what y'all can grow. Mm-hmm. Keep letting them tell you. Because the only way you're going to find out is if you try. I watched a lady's channel, and I don't follow this particular channel, but I love potato harvest. It's just the surprise of not knowing what's going to be in there when they harvest, if it's going to be potatoes, if it's not. And she grew potatoes in her green stocks, and she had probably about 20 herself. And she actually has she's on acres, so she has a big garden, but she's got these green stocks in a certain section of her I don't even want to say yard, but of her space, because it really wasn't in the yard. Um, and she grew potatoes in it, different varieties of potatoes, and she yielded great amount of potatoes from these green stalks. So there's not a lot that you can't grow in there. Matter of fact, like Tixie said, she has 16 of them. And Tixie has a big garden. She grows in bags. She grows in raised beds. She has a lot that she's growing there. And you think she ain't utilizing and growing some great things in them green stocks? Don't limit yourself. I wouldn't try to grow a tomato like I wouldn't even try to grow a dwarf. In my opinion, I've seen people do it, but I don't believe the dwarf trees be staying dwarf. Look at go watch Veggie's garden tour, okay? Because she has dwarfs and they ain't dwarfing, okay? So I wouldn't do that. But I've grown peppers. I've done jalapeno. I've done banana peppers. This year I have jalapeno, jalapeno, cayenne, and serranos in there. I don't do my bells in there. You could, but I feel like if I put my bells in a raised bed, I'll get bigger peppers. So because I give it more space to do what it do. So I do kind of think it through a little bit as to what I'm willing to put in the green stock and not. I didn't know how the broccoli was going to do in there, but you saw. Mm-hmm. You saw. And tomorrow the video will drop on how I preserved it. So make sure you're ready to see that. 10 o'clock Eastern time. 10:30 Eastern time, you'll get a video that shows how I preserved that broccoli. Yeah, because we can preserve the foods that we grow. You don't always have to just harvest and eat it right then, because sometimes it's more than you can eat at a time. So you don't have to rush yourself through eating what you harvest. Y'all, I feel like I just passed somebody. Um, my Aunt Dollar Tree one fell over. Mine did too. That's why I didn't do it again. My Dollar Tree one fell over. I've seen people use like some type of like what do they call that, rubber board or something? What do they call that metal pole thing? They'll use that to stabilize it. Just save them coins and invest. It's an investment. I think it's a worthy investment. I can grow a lot in there. I still have so much room in that 5 tier that had the broccoli. I did not pull those plants out because they were putting off side shoots. So I'm gonna let them keep doing what they do. But below it is nothing in that tier. The tier below that, I think, is the jalapeno, and the tier below that is the serrano, and then the tier below that is empty. But where the jalapeno and serrano are, I only have 3 plants on each row. So I have 3 pockets on each row that I can put something in. So it's probably, I already have Swiss chard in another one, so it's probably going to be kale stuck in the middle of those things. And I don't know what else yet. And I have cayenne on the top tier. So, and I do have 6 cayenne plants. So yeah, but you can grow a lot in these green stocks. So hey, the Nichols, how you doing? Your package is on the way, and I didn't send you your tracking. I need to send the tracking. I meant to do that and I got distracted and I usually always send the tracking. I'm sorry. By the time I send the tracking, you'll have it. It'll probably be there tomorrow. Just saying. Um, seeing your name made me realize I never put in the tracking. I grow in both. Oh, green beans is another great one. I probably will put some green beans in mine. Any kind of bean, for that matter. But I'm trying to can a lot of green beans this year because last year I ran through them canned green beans faster than I would have wanted to, and they were so good. So this year I'm trying to have more green beans produced so that I can can up enough, at least a year's supply of it to where I don't have to worry about green beans again until I'm harvesting them again. Okay. See, that's what I try to do. I try to be able to preserve up enough to where it takes me well into that next season. So I'm not like, wish I had green beans because I don't want to go to the store and buy those. And I won't. I don't want them. They're not mine. They don't taste as good. I want my green beans. So, yeah, I grow beans. She grows beans in her off brand one. Okay. Mm, I'm just trying to catch up. Hey, Bougie, how you doing, sis? I've been catching your stuff too. I have been catching some of it was some stuff that I missed, I think, from last year. There is a little sale now. Little just doesn't mean enough for me. I need more than a little sale. There's a sale now. Two new colors are out, tomato red and sage green, 25% off. That ain't enough. I want the blueberry though. That's my next one. I'm not doing nothing else until I get that blueberry one. Unless somebody want to send it to me. It, it's darker than this though. So I was gonna say it matches my dress, but it's darker than this. So I want it though. I want it. I'm gonna get it. Don't y'all worry. Y'all gonna be like, she did. She said she was gonna get it, and I did. I'm gonna get it. Um, and then I'm about to look down at what I wrote down, the things I want to touch on with the GreenStalk. You want a 3-tier and inside the house. What you gonna grow in it? What you want to grow on the inside in your GreenStalk? Hey, Mama Shirley. At least I think that's who I saw coming here. No, it's Mama Juanita. Hi, Mama Juanita. Happy Friday. I knew seen one of them. I was going by too fast. Um, let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing any questions. So, y'all just talking to each other, which I love. Uh, stay testing the limits in the GreenStalks and should don't let nobody tell you what you can grow where and how. Make that stuff do what it do. I put cabbage in mine a couple years ago, but that was my first year with the GreenStalk, so it might have been more than 2 years ago. I don't remember. But what I learned from that experience, because I had cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale. My kale was the only thing that did pretty good. My soil wasn't loose enough. It was really compacted. So I just didn't run it back. But I could definitely see cabbage growing in there. So Tixie says she's grown cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kohlrabi, potatoes, and they all did well. I experiment with the mini red potatoes. I grow everything in mine. That part. Love them. Love them. Yeah, now that I have my soil like it needs to be, there's more aeration to it. I don't pretty much everything is grown good in it. Um, you broke one of your potato stalks by accident. You mean the eye on there? The yeah, basically. that what you're talking about? And that don't matter as long as there's some more on it. Hey, that's my art. I've done that many a times. All of mine are 3-tier and they're great. Yes. And you could buy a 5-tier and break it down smaller. Because you stack it to however you want to stack it. It don't have to be stacked up 5. I know somebody who has the 5 tiers and they took all their 5 tiers and stacked them to 4 because they didn't want them so high. And then the extra one they just used to stack another set of tiers. The 5th one. You put jalapenos in yours? Yes. You took the broccoli to a new level. I've grown Tiny Tim tomatoes. I can see that, Miss JK. I can see those tomatoes. I'm doing full size indeterminate tomatoes. Let's go, Unique. Let's go. I don't know if I would. I only reason why I wouldn't is because my tomatoes be disrespectful. Them plants be huge. I don't care. I was telling one of my coworkers today because I took him some sweet potato slips because he's never grown them and he asked me to bring him some. And he's gardened before, but him and his wife sold their house they have here and they've moved to another city. And the property they bought there, they're getting it ready because the people who used to live there had these garden beds already and they left behind, these raised beds. So he's getting those ready or whatever. And I was like, I don't know if you want to grow them in the ground because you're going to be searching for them potatoes. So I was telling him also about the indeterminate and determinate. I don't really care about those words because when they say the aromas are determinate to what? Determined or determinate? Because I think they be determined. Because when I grow aromas, they don't stop. They don't stop. If your plant is putting on suckers, it's going to continue to put on more fruit. What are we talking about here? They'd be like, oh, it's going to put on all the fruit and then that's it. No, absolutely. Mine don't. Mine don't. There's a whole video of me having a whole meltdown because I was done with tomatoes and I was making Best Yet Journey, pull my plants out because I saw a hornworm. And I was like, tomato season's over. And she was like, you still putting on tomatoes? I got all the tomatoes I need to preserve up. All the plants. Whole video of me having a meltdown. My plants will continue to put on Roma or San Marzano tomatoes. It's supposed to be determinate. Determinate on what? I'm just saying. I'm following your lead and doubling up on broccoli this fall. Listen, veggie, I think I'm going to drop them seeds next month. Because I feel like they'll grow. Let me see. That's July, August. Yes, it'll still be July. I'll probably do it like mid-July. Because I wanted to get that cool kiss from the cool October weather. And I think it's going to help that flavor. But it shouldn't be ready until about then. I want to line it up just right. And I think I'm going to do almost a whole GreenStalk full of it. I want to be able to preserve up plenty of broccoli. Again, video tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time on or at least one way you can preserve up that broccoli, okay? All right. I'm just letting y'all know it's dropping tomorrow. Rebarb. Yes, rebarb. That stuff. I never used it, but I've heard people say it in the videos. I stack mine 3 sides. Nice. Mine always doing the gangster lean. I put pavers under mine this year for that same reason. It's not the GreenStalk's fault. My yard is not even. It just isn't. It's on the incline. And so I added pavers and that helped a lot. My sister is growing tomatoes in her GreenStalk. and they are doing great. I could imagine they would. I even have the trellis situation that you could buy to go on the green stocks. I don't be using it. I bought it when I had the peppers in there, but I ain't never used it. You gonna do okra? You got to keep us posted on that one, Tigsy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I think everyone who has a green stock should grow peppers. Facts. They love growing in them. Facts. That's why I got them going in there again. Hey, J3, happy Friday. Because they grew very well the first time. I will bring y'all all on the growth rate. I love that. Thank you, Tigsy. I want to be on that journey. I want to see what it do. Uh she do be cutting up, don't she? Bougie be she look, yeah, y'all think I be tripping about the bugs. Bougie really don't be messing with them bugs either. And I just love seeing the growth and the embracing of this gardening that's happening with her. I love it. I love it. Cause it's literally how I've been. Like I am now learning to coexist with some of these bugs. It is still from a distance. Don't get twisted. But I ain't like it ain't as bad as it was when I started. But if they touch me, it will be. But at the moment, because they don't touch me, we good. So as long as I see it before it's a thing. Let's just move on. Listen, because I cannot. Um, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything. But I think I just speaking and stuff. You got spinach, lettuce, and a few herbs and tomatoes. Nice. See, I can't grow spinach this time of year. What up, David? Happy Friday. I can't grow spinach this time of year. It's too hot in here at the boat. And I just gave up on spinach because of that. Like I never could find the sweet spot of time to grow it and it not bolt on me. I think this weekend I'm going to end up harvesting some chocolate mint though, because I need to, and I need to figure out how I'm going to preserve that. So video coming. Hey Sharon, happy Friday. I brought my first one and I am growing green beans, lettuce, pepper, spinach, and I want another one. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. That's how mine are. I also purchase individual tiers. Yes, you can. And again, y'all go watch it if y'all haven't seen Veggie's tour, because you can see what she also has done, like when she has just a tier by itself. I want y'all to go see it. Hey, Mama Shirley. I filled up my green stock the last night. Oh, after last night discussion, I just came in tight. You know what? Is that what you talked about? I think you did. I think I did see it again. It's funny how great minds be thinking alike. I can't remember if that was that just something? I can't remember. Cucumbers also do great. Yes. Best Journey is growing cucumbers right now in the green stock, and I done watched her harvest and everything. And yeah, I don't know if I'm brave enough to do cucumbers in there either. I just feel like if I try to, well, you know what? That's probably one of the things green stock would do is it probably won't allow the plant to get too wild. Maybe that's why they do great in there because she's growing like Armenian or something because she has the long ones that look more like an English cucumber. Um, and they look good. So I don't know. I might try it. I got some cucumbers out there. So that's right. Nothing beats a failure except to try. Amen to that. Amen to that. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all see what Sunshine said. You remember that meltdown? I got so many. Look, and when I tell y'all to be real, ain't that is truly who I am. Sorry. Not sorry. That is truly who I am. I promise y'all. I just turn on the camera and allow y'all to see it. Cause whew, them moments usually be happening by myself in that yard. Sometimes it's just by myself. I'm telling you. I'm transplant peppers and baby baba okra. I got those seeds in some of mine this weekend. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do okra in there though. Look, but I say do it because you know this is all about not somebody not telling you what you can't do. Hey, Soul Diva, how you doing, sis? Happy Friday. All right, so I think I'm pretty caught up. They said can't start my broccoli until August, mid September, Florida. Man, listen, that part. My green stock has that gangster lean too. Try using it if you can get them. Try getting you a nice paver like 12 by 12 or bigger. It'll help. Now my this year I added the spinners. Mm-hmm. You know the rims, the 20, the Vogues, get all that stuff. But I added the spinners. And I was listen frugal about getting them because I was like, dang, they have the cost of what I paid for my green stocks. That didn't have the price of what they cost, but what I paid for them. And then they went on sale like towards I think Thanksgiving or something, and they were 50% off, and I went ahead and got them then. So, and I'm glad I did because now I must have a spinner. I must have a spinner with my green stock. Hey Dave, how you doing? Happy Friday. You in the bushes? I appreciate you, fam. All right. So I'm helping a young coworker of mine's get into gardening. I love that. I have some dwarf tomatoes, green beans, strawberries, and herbs in the green stocks. That's what's up. I'm gonna add some green beans. I have green beans in a raised bed, but I need to put some in that green stock as well. I need all the green beans. Hey Paula, where you been? Happy Friday. It's been a minute. I hope all is well. Um, Look, you doing great over there, Bougie. And then you did the wood cooking challenge thing. I never did get around to doing that. Like I be seeing you do the things. Y'all, Bougie is her name. Bougie Prepper is just not a name. She is a prepper. So yeah, she really about that life and has been for a long time. Mm, is there such thing as a bush? It is a bush. There is a such thing as a bush cucumber. Absolutely. I think I'm going to do cucumbers. You know what? I'm thinking about it because I've seen Liddy's and they look good. So I grew Space Master cucumbers in my green stock, and they do fine. You don't feel like it's okay. Questions for those who've done it. Do you do a cucumber plant and then leave a space, the next cell open? Do you put something else in the next cell, or do you just do a whole level, all six pockets cucumbers? Tell me what y'all doing. Hey Nisha, how you doing? Happy Friday. Um, you sound like Pee Wee. I do. I'm sorry, but because I said I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Uh, I don't even remember that. And I used to watch it when I was younger. Hey, Pink Hibiscus, how you doing? Happy Friday. It's been a minute for you too. I've seen people set up the trellis in the top tier of the two green stock. Hmm. And then grow the trellis items out the top tier. Are you talking about like cucumber? I got questions. Um, Spinners, yes, David. 22s over here. Shampoo ginger will grow in it. I'm gonna say no. So I'm gonna say no because, well, yes, but I'm gonna say I wouldn't because I feel like if you grow it in like a bag or a planter or something, you're giving that shampoo ginger more room to spread out and give you more shampoo ginger. My opinion. Growing it for the first time, I've grown ginger before, but not shampoo ginger. So Tigsy will probably be a better person to ask, or someone else who has grown shampoo ginger. I just know for a fact Tigsy grows it because that's how I got mine. I'm gonna add some more. Oh, you're talking to Tigsy. Those spinners help so much, and do. I just be frugal, y'all. It just be ugh. Me and my money separating from each other it's hard for us. More me than the money, but it's hard for us. Mm-mm. Um, Needs a little space to flower. Okay, yeah. Spinach were on sale for 48 hours the past. Oh, really? This past week, we bought extras because they rarely go on sale. Facts, they do. They rarely go on sale. But I haven't had any. So, another question for those who have um green stocks, what's your oldest green stock? So how many years has it been since you've made your first green stock purchase, roughly? Even if you don't remember exactly how long it's been, roughly how long has it been? And have you noticed any wear or tear to your green stocks? Now, of course, if you've only had them for a year, I would say 1 to 3 years, you're probably not going to see any. I've had mine at least 3, maybe 4 years. I can't remember. But I feel like, even the people I know who've had them longer also have not seen any wear and tear. But I'd like to know what you guys have to say, as well as could be. I'm on here. I look. Oh, Paula, I didn't know that. I have seen it in the struggling gardener. Okay. Yes. See, you threw me off. You came in under your actual name. I do both ways, but I also heavily prune the cucumber plant leaves. Okay. Okay. Thanks for this. It's giving me ideas for when I do. That's why I wanted to have this so that people, when they're starting to get into the green store, or maybe somebody who hasn't purchased one yet, bougie, but thought about it, can know what someone else has grown in it. Doesn't mean you can't grow something that somebody else hasn't grown, and you see the limits that are being pushed. Because I would think, only because I've grown okra where the base of it has gotten so big that I couldn't imagine it being, and stop it, the people's, but I couldn't imagine it being in a green stock. But I would assume that being in a green stock, it wouldn't do that. It would kind of keep a decent size to it, but you still give you okra. So I say anything that you could think of that you might want to try growing in there, you should. Because in my raised beds, the old ones I had, they were only, some of them were 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 inches in depth, and some of them were a foot in depth. So I grew peppers and stuff in 6 inches just as much as I did in a foot. So I didn't need them to go no deeper than that. And these pockets are at least 10. So in the 5 tier. So, but you can, when you're buying it, it tells you what the pocket space is for whatever one you buy. The device they came up with to spin the planters, basically, so that, oh, She's explaining what the spinners are. Yes. Hey, Hug, how you doing? Happy Friday. I just saw you were on. Just stopping in and say, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, you had surgery? Prayers, sis. Prayers. I'll be over. I'm gonna have to come over there to your channel to keep an eye on when you post anything um or anything. But definitely prayers, speedy recovery. Definitely let your body rest. That's when it's going to recover. And definitely keeping you in prayer. So I can't wait to see you back out there and able to do what you do best. Okay, sis. But thank you for popping in. Um, take to rhizomes. It didn't take long for my shampoo ginger. I put in the wet paper towel, put it in the bag. It didn't take long. I did a whole level of small cucumbers and have their circle trellis. Okay, I have the trellis. I've never used it yet. Video might be coming. Where I give it a shot. We gonna see what it do. Keeps you from being broke. Say that, burner girl. And it do. That's facts though. Plant the cukes in every other pocket and cut and clip the vines to the trellis. Okay. I think the clips didn't the clips come with the trellis if I remember correctly. Burner Girls had hers for 1 year. Um, Mama Shirley 2 years. Unique a year. Unique, you went big. She was like, go big or go home because Unique got a lot of GreenStalks. She said a year. I would have guessed longer than that, sis. Hey, that's better to bring it in. Yes. Yeah, let that ginger do what it do. 2021 was the purchase of the terracotta. It's still holding up like it's brand new. That's why I think it's worth it, y'all. We purchased it for strawberries. So Tigsy got her first one 5 years ago. And I that's why I like it because I think it's durable. And I don't think it's not something you're going to have to replace anytime soon. It just does not seem like it warps or wears down season to season. I have literally taken mine apart, dumped the soil, refreshed it instead of trying to do it within the system is set up in, and then put the soil back in and stack them back up. And it just looks like it did when I purchased it. It really does. 1 year still looks brand new. Yep. Did they stop selling the raspberry? Did not. Not that I know of. Ain't that the purpley color one? The site is only showing the sage and tomato. Period. Usually for the sale part, you only going to see that. But I thought usually, you know what though? I think they do be taking those certain colors off the site. I would wait still we are till the sale's over because the sale doesn't include raspberry. I know they still have it because Liddy just purchased one for Tia like not that long ago. Not that long ago. I just started with GreenStalk during the warehouse sale last year. Nice, Deborah. That's when I was thinking I was gonna get that blueberry one. Um, but it wasn't. It was on sale, but it wasn't as on sale as some other ones. So I was like, nope, I want a better deal. Um, I would wait, Sylvia. I think you're gonna be able to find it. I seriously do. Um, I appreciate the definitely need all. Listen, got you, sis. My opinion of the strawberry cup is that it needs to be made of more flexible plastic so that you can remove the root ball easier. Okay. I I could see that. I could see that, veggie. If they don't, she got you just learned about them this year on my wish list now. That's a good place for it to be at. Like, don't be impulsive. Put it on that wish list. Even if you put some money away, month to month or whatever, until this till a sale, and then get the one you want. And just start with one and see how it works for you. One is going to give you a lot of plants. You can grow anywhere from 1 to 30 plants. Well, 1 to 30 varieties of things, I should say. Because even though I said one plant, like I had one that was just completely strawberries, but it was 30 strawberry plants. Or you could have 30 different plants in there, anywhere in between 1 to 30 varieties of things. And you can't beat that for one planter. You can't get 30 plants in a raised bed. Think about that. You could get 30 green bean plants, something like that, maybe 30 lettuce plants, but you can't do 30 peppers. You can't throw no tomatoes in there. You can't throw no cucumbers, no broccoli, and have 30 plants. Nope. But you could do it in a GreenStalk. GreenStalk, run me my check, because I ain't even being paid to say all these things. I'm not even being paid to say all this stuff. Um, you bought all 4 years last year. You went all in. Um, she don't need it. She got it already. I'm done. Love the raspberry. My daughter purchased me one for Mother's Day. It is pretty. We purchased Tia one for her birthday last year in December. Well, we got it in like September, but it was for her birthday. And then Lydia just got her another one. That's your journey. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she did. Because Tia was like, "Did Lydia order me something?" I said, "I think she did." She didn't tell me it, but we were having a whole conversation. I thought that was what was happening. And I think she did. Oh, thank you, Chris. What about everybody else that have 10 to 20 facts? Sylvia, why he trying to count your GreenStalks? You value Veggie's Texas opinion. I'm done. Baby, you get on my nerves. The raspberry was a limited time only. They are focusing on new colors. I bet you though, when they do their warehouse clear out, they'll have it again, Sylvia. Or just put that money aside. You're just gonna have to get a little later. I bet money they'll have it. They'll have it. Oh, they do have some affiliate highs. I don't know if I want to put out there who I do. I am aware of one because somebody was telling me that they found it on that site. Um, it saves space and gives you more space. Facts, facts, Michelle. Unique said I was at a townhouse when I first got my GreenStalk. Changed my life. Listen. Hey, Joe Va. Happy Friday, fam. How you doing? Took too long to come back at the sale price. I found mine 3, 5, 7 2. Yeah. Oh, you bought the 3, 5, and 7 2 years. Nice. I like the yellow too. The lemonade. It's pretty. Um, they have. I mean, the colors just they do be pretty. I'm yeah, not my favorite. Well, just saying my favorite color. My favorite color is blue. Did you grow broccoli from seed or starts? I bought starts. So I had no intention on growing broccoli, Sharon. Now, when I grow the next set, it's going to be from seed. Um, but I had no intentions on growing it. And I was at my local nursery and they had some. And I was like, Why not? That's how it happened. So, yes, I've grown it from seed. Last year, if you nope, that's a lie. My 2025 garden season was not good. 2024 fall at the community garden, I grew broccoli and I had a harvest then too. But I grew those in ground at the community garden, but those were from seed. I did not grow them from starts. So I've grown it both ways, Sharon. They be hating on Texas low key. Hey Sam, how you doing, sis? Happy Friday. Free print send one up this way. Send what? What I'm sending? What I say, Sam? Y'all know y'all can't just say half the stuff if I be talking too much and then I be forgetting what I said. There won't be a warehouse sale coming along for a while. That's facts. It took them oh, really? That was the first one? I didn't Now that I didn't know. I thought maybe they did it every year. My bad. Look, y'all better listen to Tigsy because I look clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. I know I can't handle that Texas heat veggie because what? Them soft. I'll be soft. Hey Chaz, how you doing, sis? Happy Friday. Um, oh, I caught up. I'm all the way caught up. All right. So let me see. What did I have here? So I have what are you growing in your green stock? A lot of y'all already told me that. Um, I'm gonna circle back to that. And I didn't ask, do you avoid growing anything in your green stock? However, comma, that's where this conversation started from, the fact that I think some people probably were avoiding growing certain things or the thought of growing certain things because those plants typically need all this room when they're in a raised bed or in ground. Um, we kind of covered if they are worth the investment. I think those who own one would agree that they are. Um, um, this is a good question. What is your favorite plant to grow in your green stock? For those who've had a couple years growing in the green stock, what is your favorite plant to grow in the green stock? Maybe it's your favorite because it produces the heaviest, or maybe it's the easiest plant that you've grown in the green stock. What's your favorite plant to grow in the green stock? Lasia peppers? Nice. I'm still trying to get my seeds to germinate for the Lasia. I think I got one because I have never had them and I really want to try them. I really want to try them. All right, y'all. Where my green stock growers at? What's your favorite thing to grow in there? I'll tell y'all what my favorite thing has been so far to grow in the green stock. It would be kale because I used to keep my green stock right outside my back door on my patio. And on Saturdays, when I wanted a little veggie breakfast scramble or something, I just go pick some of it off and bring it in the house to clean it up and make my breakfast. I felt like I was winning. I just really felt like I was winning. Right now it's radishes and amaranth as trap crops. Okay. So you doing trap crops in your green stock as well. Nice. I don't do any trap crops, by the way. But I don't deal with lizards and all the things that y'all do. I'll be seeing in your video because you be having things unique. I'll be seeing them. Don't think I don't be watching. I do. Um, I haven't had mine for a full year, but I'm loving the strawberries in it. Nice, Chaz. My strawberries did make it through the winter in there, and well, except for one plant. I'm like, I don't know what's happening there. I do not know what's happening. My favorite is all. I feel everything I've grown has done well from direct sowing to starts. Okay. I have everything. I pretty much everything has done well. The strawberries are the first thing that really hasn't, but peppers, kale, all the things I put in there before. But I want to say my favorite was the kale because it was just it grew very prolifically. I've also done herbs in it that did very well, like everything. I did mint. Um, I will say that too, like because mint it can be invasive. Having it in a green stock and just put it in one of the tiers, I didn't have a problem with mint ending up in my other tiers. So that was great. All the greens are my favorite facts. Is greens, beans, so very, yeah. I have not challenged my green stocks yet. The only thing is bush beans or germinate. I think beans do well in there. Mama Juanita, something just dawned on me. I need them lemons. Let me tell you something. Y'all better be happy California is not around the corner from me. It's literally across the country. Okay? Because the way I would be pulling up with my bucket, I'm telling you, I was watching and I was like, I need them lemons. Just put them in a box and ship them. Just ship me them lemons. Um, Swiss chard, mustards, turnip greens. Yes, I agree. Greens do well in there. Lettuce probably as well. I haven't done lettuce in there, but I could see that. Wild Kingdom out here. Herbs do well in there. I've done dill, thyme, rosemary, all the things. I've done bunch and onions. Like, yeah, all those things do great in there. Strawberries is your favorite thing to grow in the green stock. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because mine did not survive. They just didn't. Basil does great in there. But my basil does great everywhere, to be quite honest. I need to check on that. I have basil in my strawberry bed because somebody suggested me put that there. I think it was Nikki. I can't remember. I asked y'all in a video some time ago, and I don't remember if I've been seeing it now that I think about it. Yeah. I did well with the greens and peppers in my aunt's knockoff green stock. Nice. All I would try the kale and spinach. You could do kale anytime. Well, so we are fall. I forgot you in Florida, sis. Or no, she's not in Mississippi. I think she's in Florida. The herbs do love growing in there. You're going to make it happen. Don't tell everybody else. Shh, because they'll start begging. I'm the only one allowed to beg over here. um, my baby called me to show me the strawberry. She was so excited. I love that. Look, baby could go out there and pull them strawberries and eat them right out the. Yes, I love that. My blueberries are doing okay though, so I'm gonna have some blueberries. At least I'll have that. I do have strawberries though, so I'm about to do a garden tour soon for you guys, so you can see what's happening out there. Um, I need to remember to. Ooh, celery will grow in there, veggie. So let me tell you how I know. Last season, and I might have caught it on video. I can't remember if I harvested on video for that or not. I thought I had put not celery, parsley in there because I had all herbs in this one. So I thought it was parsley this whole time growing until I went to harvest it. And I was like, that smells like celery. It was celery. Yes, celery will grow into green stalk. Absolutely will. FYI. So I found out by happy accident. Oh yes, I just harvested lettuce spinach from the green stalk to make salad. You can actually do a whole green stalk just for your salad. Like you could do, I probably would stack it at 3, but do your tomatoes, your cucumbers, your lettuce, some kale if you like kale in your salad, spinach if you like spinach in your salad, all the things. Yeah. I mean, 3 tiers still gets you what, 18 pockets? Just saying. Call it the salad bar, green stock. This year, fighting baby groundhogs. Oh no, for your strawberries? No, ma'am. I have some extra sweet potato slips, and I'm going to put them in the green stock to experiment. I think I've seen somebody do sweet potatoes. I think I have on this peer platform. I think I have. Hey, what's up, that gun guy? How you doing? Happy Friday. You didn't get a notification. We're gonna deal with YouTube on that one. We're gonna deal with YouTube on that one. Cause what? They be playing you, girl, though. Oh, you are in Mississippi. Okay, my bad. My bad. I don't know why I be thinking you in Florida. Mm-mm-mm. Um, let's see. So, I think everyone who wanted to put their feedback into as far as what their favorite thing was has done that. My question for those who have tried to push the limit a little bit with the green stock, what plant surprised you when you grew it in the green stock? For me, that was the peppers. I didn't know if I was really going to be able to grow pepper plants in the green stock. I was like, I ain't had nowhere else. Matter of fact, the year I did the pepper plants was when I had over 50 pepper plants. Okay. So I didn't have nowhere else to put it. I already had 50 some plants. And I put what I had left in the green stock and I got peppers. And that's how I learned that I can grow peppers in there. So what plant have you grown in your green stock that kind of was maybe pushing the limits, not your normal stuff that you know will grow well in there, that did, and it surprised you, and now you know you can grow it? I planted too much celery. It's growing in every bed. That ain't a thing, Sylvia. That ain't a thing. Make you some celery powder or celery salt if that's what you would prefer. I usually just powder mine. And I usually also chop some of it up and put it in the freezer for later for soups or whatever I want to put, any dishes I need to put my trio in. I do the same thing with the peppers and onions. I will chop some of them up, vacuum seal them, and freeze them so I have them for later when I want to make certain things. Yes. And I powder, I powder my onions. I make my own onion powder. And I will powder celery as well. I have powdered celery hmm for cooking. So it ain't never too much. That's right. Lots of soup. I grew lettuce and have fresh salad every day. That's what's up. You've had your 6 months. That's good though. Zone 9. Good Lord. That's some good eat. I'm trying really hard not to purchase sage and tomato green stock. Tigsy. Tigsy ain't got no willpower, y'all. I tell y'all that right now. She gonna have one or the other or both. It's gonna happen. Just so y'all know. Cayenne peppers surprised you? Nice. Cayenne wasn't the ones I grew before, but I definitely have them in there now. I'm tired of knocking this. Oh, they hit you with all the commercials. My bad. Yeah, no, it come with it though. You know it come with it though. My bad. They do be doing too much though, especially for a live stream. Um, I may get the tomato. Nice. Cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower surprised you. I was surprised at how big the heads. I will say that I wasn't surprised I could grow broccoli, but I did get. I was a little surprised at how big the heads got. I was like, broccoli it is. We gonna be having broccoli in this green. Stop playing with me. Broccoli. We is happening. Cause what? And it's still producing broccoli on the side shoot. Stop playing with me. And I ain't taking up no. I ain't really taking up no space. Mm-mm. Hey, golden time of day. How you doing? Happy Friday. You want that tomato color also? I love that. I have so much power. Oh, powder frozen and it's still growing. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But stock it up. Powder if you powder more. I don't know if you have the vacuum seal thing that you can use on the ball jar or mason jars. Doesn't have to be ball. The mason jars where it suctions it so that it keeps what's in there fresh, your dry stuff. I need to get one myself. We gave away tons of them when we were doing the 12 days of Christmas, and I never bought one for myself. Um, and then that way you don't need to grow it next year. Get your shelf a little stocked with it where you know you have a couple years supply and maybe take a break from growing celery and then bring it back a year or so from now. Just saying, just get ahead of production. Just get ahead of production. The yellow cabbage collards surprised me in a great way. Hey, I think everybody who had a surprise was in a great way. I was especially surprised by those cucumbers. That would surprise me. I'm gonna try it though. Y'all got me convinced that I could do it. You haven't gotten commercials, don't speak too fast. YouTube might come after you and hit you with them back to back. Have y'all talked about growing medium? Y'all put in it. We gonna get there, bougie. Yeah, sis, that's on the list. That's on the list. I promise myself I'm not buying any more GreenStalks. Listen, unless the till comes out. Listen, unless they're a nice grow cute containers. Yes, they are. They really are, David. Um, okay. Yep, I'm vacuuming my herbs. I need to get me one. I like I said, we were gifting them like crazy back in the day. Me, Carbon, and Erica when we did the 12 days of Christmas. And yeah. Anyway, let's just jump into that. Growing medium and the GreenStalk. Because I did mention that when I first did the GreenStalk, I did not make sure my soil was aerated enough. So it kind of compacted through the watering and everything throughout the season. And my some of my plants didn't do very well because of that, because the roots were kind of like squeezed up in there. So I took them apart. I actually did a video taking them apart and refurbished, like refreshing the soil, adding some not peat moss, child, some what is that? Perlite. Adding some perlite to it a lot, working it through there so that my soil wasn't compact up in there. And now it stays nice and loose. So I will say this. There are some people on this platform who have GreenStalks who live by that happy frog soil. My GreenStalks have all kinds of soil. Probably mostly Pro Mix, but it has nothing to do with me saying Pro Mix is what you should be using. It's just what I like to use. I've used Kellogg's. I've used Miracle Grow. I have all kinds of soil in those green stocks. I promise you. So I don't think that is like, I will go through some of those soils and pull out big sticks and stuff that might be in it because some have been broken down that great. That's why I do like the Pro Mix because usually it's broken down pretty good. But if you're willing to work through the soil just the same way you do for your bed to get all those big pieces out, I would add a lot of perlite to it to make sure it stays nice and loose. You should be fine with any brand soil you want to use, in my opinion. Those of you share that are using GreenStalk, share what you did. Dixie says she is thinking about replacing her raised bed for GreenStalk. Easier for me to harvest. Yes, being tall, less bending and easier to, yes. So y'all know when I redid my garden, my raised the new raised beds are 2 feet high because the bending. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. So yeah, I mean, as I mature, I don't get older, I just mature. It could be a lot. The broccoli looked good. Thank you. I was really proud of that broccoli. Let me tell you. Um, don't be hanging with Tigsy Gold time of day. Tigsy is trouble. She know all the best spots to get the things. You don't. I don't be needing those kind of problems. So for y'all who are growing in the green stock, what do you use? What medium do you use to grow in? How did you set yours up? Did you do like your own mixture of things with some compost? And I did put, there is compost in mine as well. I did add compost, the soil, and perlite. Mix, mix, mix. Put it in there. I typically would just do 511 for um, feeding it. My other beds, y'all know I do a lot of compost in place, but that's because they're beds. So I usually just dig a hole, dump the scraps in there, cover it back up. I've done videos on how I do that. But in the green stock, I don't do that too much. I did use rabbit poo in a lot of my beds this year, pretty much all of them, um, as a fertilizer. So yeah, there's that. Um, you drop it into the bushes. Okay, Mama Shirley. So let me know what y'all using. I think I need to reduce some of my older soil mix. I may have added too much compost. Yeah, over time the soil stays too moist. My favorite I found so far is Sam's potty mix. Really nice. I added Pro Mix, compost, perlite, and garden tone. Okay, that's most of mine got the Pro Mix, even my raised beds, but I do have other ones out there in the green stock. I can tell you that. I've done the Kellogg's. I bought a bunch of those at one point. That was a year or two ago. And then this past year I bought a bunch of Pro Mix because I got it on the low low. I got it when they were clearanced at Wally World. So I prefer Happy Fog, but I've never did a whole green stock and anything else. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people pushing the Happy Frog. I don't I mean, I'm sure it's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not about to spend that kind of money for the soil when I could get the same results for other soil. So remember, I'm frugal. So stop judging me. Listen, it gotta make sense. Like, is this frog gonna come out and pull weeds and all the things throughout? Like, I needed to put in work if I'm gonna spend this money on this soil that's not even in a big bag big as the ones I'm getting for darn near the same price. Like, what are we doing? I can't. I can't do it. Happy Frog, Perlite, and Super Soul. What's Super Soul? You want 2, 3 tiers? I bought the Happy Frog and it was not that great to me. Yeah. I haven't tried it at all yet. Pro Mix, Perlite, Fertilizer, Miracle Grow, and my GreenStalk. Yeah. I feel, and honestly, I'm going to tell you, when I first, very, very first started gardening, of course, I was watching content creators who were giving information on that. And I did it the hard way, where because couple people I followed made their own mix. So you would get the compost, the topsoil, the perlite, and the vermiculite. Mix it all together, like so many parts of this, so many parts of this, mix all together. And peat moss. It was peat moss included in there too. Mix it all together and make your own soil, whatever, whatever. Child, just no. Like, no. That's why I say now, when I'm talking on these live streams, or if I'm on somebody else's platform talking and we're having garden chats, figure out what works for you. Even if I'm saying something, I'm never going to tell people go do what I do. I might share what I do, but I'm never going to say go do what I do, because there's more than one way to get it done. And trust and believe, you ain't got to go through all those steps, because that was a lot. That was a lot. Happy Frog and Strawberry are my favorite primary mediums, but I do mix a little other cheaper sifted soil. Yeah, garden tone and worm castings. I used to do worm castings in mine. I haven't done those in a while. I used to do them all the time too. I've done mushroom compost before. Have a good one, Tigsy. Thank you for hanging out, girl. I'll talk to you later. Y'all, it's wish Tixie a happy belated birthday. Her birthday was, I believe, the previous weekend, this past weekend, I should say. But yeah, she's still celebrating. Mm-hmm. Or was it Monday? It was either Monday or the previous week, past weekend. Nonetheless, she just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Tixie. You do something different every year. Sounds like me, Veggie. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because guess what? The way I'm gonna move with what I do is gonna be based on how much these people is trying to charge me to do what I need to do. I treat my garden like I treat just about anything else. I could pivot at any point to make it work. I can pivot at any point. I will sit there and look at that stuff and be like, okay, how can I make this work in a dollar amount that makes sense to me? How I'm gonna do this? What I need? How are we gonna make this happen? That's where I'm at with it every time. Super Soul has microbes. I got my happy frog on sale. I've never heard of Super Soul. I have to see what that is. I've never heard of it. Cool. But yeah, I usually I will tell you, and I always have people say, your garden always looks so nice. Like, what are you doing? What do you feed it? This is that. Most times I am truly kind of a lazy gardener. I'm always out there. Always. Every single day, multiple times a day, I'm out there in that garden. What I am not good at doing is feeding those plants, feeding the soil. But I haven't had the problem with that being a problem, because in the off season, I keep that soil fed. So during the fall, even the winter, I am digging holes and putting scraps in them all the time, all the time. So when I start growing stuff in it, even though I'm not out there like once a week or twice a week or whatever feeder of my soil, like with some kind of fertilizer or whatever, my plants don't care. That soil be already right, in my opinion. That's why I think that's not been a problem for me, because of that. So I don't typically have a regimen for feeding. Do I feed? Yes, but I don't have a regimen. So if I'm out there and I'm cutting back comfrey, yes, I would just drop comfrey in beds and let it work. Maybe dig it into the soil some and just let it break down. Yes. Well, I think at some time while I'm out there, you know what? I haven't fed these things, and like, who knows? Yeah, let's feed everybody. Yes, I do that. But do I just be like, oh, it's been 14 days, let me go out? Absolutely not. No, never. I'm not her. I'm not her. I promise you. But I do the best I can. I do the best I can. Um, oh, oh, oh. I was gonna say absolutely not for me. Super Soul 35.95. Is that normal? Is that a normal price for those who have purchased it in the past? Let's skip. And you've got it at HEB on sale also. Yeah, because 35.95 for 1 cubic. Do y'all know? For those who don't, say you got one of these GreenStalks. These things they call a GreenStalk. Okay, and you need to fill that GreenStalk with soil. Let's talk about that. You're going to use about 1 cubic foot, actually more than that. Yes, I'm gonna say you probably gonna use a little more than 1 cubic foot per per plant per tier. Per tier. Those tiers hold a lot of soil. Okay, bougie. Those tiers hold a lot of soil. Would y'all agree? I found that out per tier. Listen, for those who have filled a GreenStalk, would you agree that it's not a lot more than 1 cubic foot, but I'm pretty sure I used more than a cubic foot. The only reason why I can't say for sure is because I wasn't using 1 cubic foot bags, but I was mixing like a cubic foot roughly of my pro mix with compost and adding perlite to it. And darn near what I would mix together fit in that tier. Because the tiers they has a fill line to them. When you look at it, it's going to say fill to here, and it's almost at the very top, so it almost wants you to fill to 10 inches. That's why you can grow broccoli and peppers and stuff like that in there. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of soil to fill that thing up. Yep, and it will settle. Facts, facts, veggie, facts. So for those who are going to be new to GreenStalks or thinking about purchasing one, just know that yes, when you first get going with those, they are definitely going to take quite a bit of soil. So you're looking at a little more than a cubic foot per tier. So if you got 5 tiers, you're looking at a little more than 5 cubic feet of soil. Um, and I can't say this enough. Making sure that you got that perlite mixed in very well. You don't need your soil to be white with perlite, but you definitely want to have plenty in it. I don't even use vermiculite anymore because I don't need it to retain moisture. Because to me, the vermiculite made it more. Instead of it just retaining moisture, it seems like it made it more compact. So I stopped using that altogether, and I just use perlite to keep it loose, so that the roots don't get compacted when they're trying to grow. I say it's cubic foot per tier, but if you are mixing it with something, then you can stretch it a little, a little. Yes, all that soil compost. Yes, I get it for the 5 cubic foot. It's a small location. Nice. You pull up and shovel it. Nice. Yes. Now we do have somewhere here where you could go and get compost, and it's free. You just have to shovel it yourself and all that. But I did that a couple years ago, and that was still when I had the wood beds, and I did a short, I think, showing when I refreshed one of my one of my 8x4 wood beds back then. But yes, so just know that it is going to take quite a bit. So when you're thinking about Happy Frog at $20 or so a bag, and you got 5 tiers to fill, you're looking at probably at least 6 of those to do that. Yeah, that's as much as you pay for the goddamn GreenStalk. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. So yeah, that's why that wasn't my thing. Once it's filled, my least favorite chore is taking it apart. Listen, so I usually am in each pocket. I do sometimes. So this year, I took it apart. I remember doing it. But I have had some years where I just kind of refreshed the pocket. Now, during the season, I'm not taking it apart until we're ending the season. So even if I pull plants out, I'm just refreshing, adding some more soil, some amendments, and planting something else. But after the season, well, not after season, but when I go into a new season, I'm probably going to dump it, take it apart. And I agree with you, though, Veggie. Not my favorite chore. They are heavy. They are heavy. I just told you you're gonna put over a cubic foot of soil in it, so it's heavy. So think about that when you're stacking it. Um, is how much how high do you want it up when you got to think about having to possibly take them apart to do what you want to do. You don't have to. You can do what Veggie said. You can just do the pocket, turn it pocket, each pocket on each level without taking it apart. For me, it's just easier just to take it apart, dump it, fluff everything up, separate it all, add some more amendments, dump it back into the planter and stack them back up. But I ain't gonna act like it ain't a lot of work, because god dang it is. Yes, it is. I need to see if we if we have loose soil. Yes, for sale. I had my sons take it apart. Thank you, God. That part. Nay. And do not water until after you stack it. Facts. Otherwise, it will be way too heavy. Facts. Facts. Oh, so let's talk about watering the GreenStalk. So my first year I got it, I felt like I was watering that thing every single day. Like every day I would feel like I got it, I would water it and it was fine. And the next day I go out there and it felt like it was dry, like when I would poke my finger down in it. And what I found is that when you first get, especially if you're in one of these hotter states, I'm in Ohio. We don't get that hot, but we get hot. But what I found is you have to deep water that thing when you first start, so that that water is throughout that soil in that tier. And then you could go to watering from the top and letting it drain down to each tier to where it waters them individually. If you think you're just going to stack those up and do that, watering from the top, and then it's going to keep your plants nicely watered, it probably isn't. And it was Pepper Rookie who told me that I needed to deep water it, because I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, these things look like they dry out every single day. So when you first put that thing together, you deep water them tiers. And then you just can stay on top of it, watering from the top every so often to keep it, watering your plants as you need to. But to make sure that soil is not dry beneath that top layer or so where it seems like you done watered it good, give it a deep water. That's what I literally had to do that. And I just stay on top of it where it's not a problem. But when the season starts, every time I refresh it, I give it a deep water. And that way, once I start planting in it, I could just water from the top. And the way the green stalks are set up, for those who don't know, is between each tier, there's a water reservoir. And you water from the top in the huge reservoir, and it trickles it down to each level. And there's little holes in the reservoir where it drips out to each section. So all 6 pockets of your tier. So they thought of a lot of stuff with these things. Good job, GreenStalk, because they really did. I was so glad we had 5 days of rain. That part. It had water running out every day, all day. That's what's up, because that helps. Like, you want to make sure it's crazy. Because I was like, I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I'm like, I'm watering. And even some days I would water each tier, but I wasn't like getting it nicely, saturated. Tip, add some wood chips to the bottom of your each tier. It will help retain moisture later. Pro tip from Tigsy. She helped me with that with my citrus plants, having something, gravel or something at the bottom, so that when the roots don't get compacted down at the bottom of my planters that I was growing in. So listen, Tixie been growing for a long time, y'all. She be knowing a few things. Just saying. Hey, sweet time, how you doing? Happy Friday. So yeah, definitely take those notes about the watering, because child, my plants were struggling for a long time because I could not figure out what I was doing wrong. I was like, I did water. I'm watering all the time. And it just didn't seem like it was doing anything. And that was why. I usually don't even fool with the top. I just spin and water. I do that a lot too. The pockets, especially in the summer. And veggies in Texas, so it'd be hot. But yes, I do that as well sometimes. So keep that in mind. Get that deep water in it. See, Bougie, you kind of hot too, girl. You hotter than me where you're at. So yeah, give it that deep water and just kind of stay on top of it. I would say maybe every couple of days or so. I don't know how high it gets exactly where you are. I just know that parts of your state be getting hot. So just stay on top of that, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So like Veggie says, she doesn't even bother watering from the top, which you don't have to. You ain't got to go through that. You could just, if you get a spinner, that'd be the best way to do it. But just watering each, tier and spinning and, doing that. Having to walk around them, child, I don't want to do that no more. Now that I got the spinners, I don't want to do that no more. Nikki, hey sis, happy Friday. Girl, we've been in here talking about green stocks and all the things. See, I thought you guys got, I figured you did get just as hot as I known it to get some folks there. And it helps to line up those gray discs. Yeah, are lined up so the hose of waters each pocket. But it almost it just naturally happens, I guess, because I've never really even paid attention. I just be stacking them. So yeah, I'm confused. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm like, does she not know I'm still alive? Hold on. She's not in the chat, I guess. My phone was ringing, y'all, and I'm like, she was here earlier, so does she not know I'm still alive? Because I'm thinking if it was just something you wanted to say, it was probably textable. But yes, so we talked about watering. Hmm. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one for last. Um, I had one of the questions I had on here was, how do you maximize your growing? Oh, how do you maximize your growth? Hey, aunties, happy Friday. How do you maximize your growing in the GreenStalk? So, you know how when we're growing in our raised beds or even a grow bag, I did a video on how to maximize your growing in like a small space, like a grow bag or a planter. Like, like I said, with the GreenStalk, having a solid bar GreenStalk, you can do the same thing with a um, grow bag or a planter, have a tomato grow up in the middle, put some lettuce around it, a pepper, whatever. You have several things growing in one space. How it does anybody have any ways that they're maximizing the space of their green stock? So maybe in one pocket you have more than one thing. I haven't done that. I would like to know if someone's tried it though. Yep. She said add it to the bottom, Nikki. Yep. She said to help retain moisture. Put 3 to 5 green bean seeds in. Now I do multiple green bean seeds in a pocket, but I mean like, so maybe you have um a tomato, like a dwarf tomato plant in a pocket, and you maybe put some, I don't know, some rosemary or something down at the bottom that's going to grow a little closer to the, not going to come all the way up like that. You grow multiples in one pocket, even tomato in the original. Nice. So you'll put like something like I just said. That's what I'm learning to do. Maximize my garden. Bougie. All of us. I think we're all learning that. That's why I shared it, because it's stuff that I've learned. So I'm like, you know what? For somebody who's new though, who's out here consuming a lot of content, sometimes that doesn't get talked about enough, especially for someone who doesn't have a lot of growth space. Green stocks are great for somebody who's like in an apartment or doesn't really have a lot of growth space, or maybe their spouse doesn't want them using the yard for gardening because they're one of them people who love the way their lawn looks or whatever, so they don't want garden stuff in it. Um, they just help for a lot of different reasons, and they're cute. So there's that. I'm learning from you guys how to grow in the green stock, taking notes. I love that, Sylvia. Yeah, we got to fill yours up, sis. Wish I had known that before I filled them up. Mine don't have wood chips at the bottom either, Nikki. They'll be fine. But what you can do is, because we talked about at the end of the season, or maybe starting the new season, when you go to refresh the soil in there, like Veggie was saying how she used to take it apart, and that's like the bane of her existence at this point. So now she just refreshes each pocket. I still take mine apart sometimes, probably more than I don't. Sometimes I will just refresh the pockets, but I'll usually take it apart. I dump all of the soil out of that one tier, refresh that one tier, add some amendments and stuff, and then I put it back in. Maybe you could do it then. It's not that you can't, you need, it has to be done, but that was a good tip, because I know Tixie has 16 green stocks, so she's been growing them for 5 years now. So, and I know you watch her, so you know she know what she be doing over there. So I know that's a good tip. Um, Is it possible to stack extra tiers from one stock? Yes. Green stock on top of another. Yes. Um, I don't know why you would want to make it 10 tiers tall, but yes, you can. Girl, at 5 tiers tall, that's taller. That's more than that's I'm 5'6". I don't know how I need to go stand by mine. I'm not even sure that I'm taller than it. Would it be in 5 tiers? So let's just say that. And I've met you, Sam. You don't need a 10-foot tier. Consist. But Unique is someone who stacks hers different for what she's doing. She has some stacked at 3, she has some stacked at 4, she has some stacked at 5. So I've seen other people do that. Veggie, I've seen in her video where she didn't all have all her stacked at the same way. So yeah, I've seen people take the colors and mix and match the colors. I think Yellow Door does that with hers. So yeah, you could do a lot of things with it. Yes, can you stack it to 10 feet? 10, not 10 feet, but 10 tiers. Just don't think you want to. But you absolutely could, sis. I also plan in many my top tiers. I don't put the water reservoir on. I plan on my top tiers. I do put the water reservoir on, but I do plant there. I have cayenne in the one right now. The other one has mullein and something on the top tier. Um, don't know if that's going to be a mistake yet. Don't know. But I got mullein and the GreenStalk. Excuse me. So here we are. It will be perfect for. It is perfect for apartment people. On a balcony, I wish I know. I know that's right. It is perfect for that on a balcony or the bottom patio. Level. Perfect for that. I want to try it this season with my peppers for sure. Throw some peppers in there. I think the taller they get, the easier they are to fall over. I think if you have it on the sturdy ground, you would be okay. But I mean, I can see what you mean, veggie. But they'd be so heavy with soil, unless they're on an unbalanced thing. I think that's when you would have to worry about them possibly to falling over. But I think if you have it on a solid foundation, they would be fine. But again, why? I just don't think that would be a thing. I don't think that's a necessary evil. I don't think it would knock it over if she had it on something flat though. I agree, golden time. I wish I would have stacked mine to 4. And that might be a future thing. Maybe I could find the blue and just get single tiers, like a couple single tiers, and make me a 4 tier and break my 5 tiers down to 4. I think 4 is a sweet spot. And mind you, I'm 5'6". So I can deal with getting that top tier on, but I ain't gonna lie, when that thing is full with soil and I'm lifted, that thing is heavy. And then you got to get it situated just right so it clicks in to secure it. Child, please. 3 to 4, I think it's perfect. Oh, carrots and spinach in one pocket. There we go, Sharon. I like that. Got one growing down and one coming up. I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. I haven't done it yet, but I think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna try it out at least. I have all 3 tier. Um, I only I'm only 5 feet tall. Yes, like being able to see over my facts. Facts, Nikki. I didn't know you was a shorty. I knew you was a little shorter than I am, but I didn't know you were only 5 feet. You tall as my daughter. She used to try to say she was 5'1". I said, "Girl, you don't sit down somewhere." I'm 5'9", and the highest I would stack them is 4 levels high. Yeah, in the original green stock. Yeah, I can see that. I think 4 is probably where I would like to have mine. 4 levels for original is my max height. Yes. Now, and the reason they're saying original is because the original is the 10-inch deep pocket. When they went to a 7 tier, those pockets aren't as deep. Um, and it's not that much taller than a 5. But at the same time, I still feel like 4 is a good spot for them to be in. And these you can do them however you want to. You could do 2. You could do 1. You could do 1 tier by itself wherever you want to set it up and have those 6 pockets be your salad bar. Just saying. Think outside the box. Like, this is your grow system. So however it works for you is what you do. I've even seen the mix match from the shorter depth tiers and the deeper ones stacked one by one. So where they'll do the deeper one, then the shorter one, then the deeper one, the shorter one. I've seen that. It's your preference. What's aesthetically pleasing for you, and that's real, because this is your garden, this is your space, this is where you're going to grow your stuff. And guess what? Just because somebody else doesn't like it like that, that ain't theirs. It's yours. So set it up to your liking. Your aunts got knocked over by the wind? Really? I couldn't imagine mine. And mine is on the gangster lean. And it gets windy here. Y'all know before the pandemic, there was a tornado that hit here. Like, literally, I was not even a mile from where some people had got damaged from the tornado. And I don't know. It probably would have to be that to knock those, in my opinion. It could be less. But I've had some strongly windy days in Ohio, and it has not, knock on something, it hasn't done it to me. Which plants are too much to grow in green stuff? We talked about this, Nikki. So I didn't see squash growing. I know somebody who's growing eggplant in there right now. Actually, it's Liddy B, Bedshed Journey. She's also growing cucumbers. We talked about that. There's actually several people in the chat who grow cucumbers in theirs. Veggie grows cucumbers in hers. Tixie grows cucumbers in hers. I saw Liddy B growing cucumbers in hers. She was growing some, I think she's doing like the Armenian ones or whatever. It looks like the more of an English cucumber, the longer ones, the skinnier, longer ones. I've seen people grow squash in them. So we got into the conversation to talk about this because I had a lot of people shocked that I was able to grow broccoli in mine. And I'm not the first one to do it, but I'm probably the first person they saw doing it. And that I got actual nice broccoli heads from it. So I was like, this is a good time to talk about what can you grow in the green stock. I've seen people grow potatoes. I can't remember who said it. Somebody said they were going to try sweet potatoes in theirs. I think I've seen somebody do sweet potatoes on this here YouTube. But definitely saw a lady who harvested a lot of potatoes out of the green stock. She had like a lot of green stalks too. But I've seen watermelon grown in the green stock. Now, of course, it wasn't the big ones. It was like a sugar baby. But I've seen watermelon grown in the green stock. Yes. They have trellises for the green stock that go around it. And they have I've seen these other little trellises systems that they have too, but I don't have those. I think I just have the one that goes around it, looks like it circles around it. So their binding plants can kind of go up and through it and whatever, or even your tomatoes or whatever can be trellised on them. Tizzy says she's going to grow okra in hers. You're 5'1". She's gonna try okra. She says she's grown with success cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower and kohlrabi, and it was something else she said. I forget what it was. But she grows a lot of things in hers. She said this year she's going to try okra. So that was part of the conversation. Like, it's treated like it's your garden space, girl. You know you ain't gonna let nobody tell you what you can't grow and your raised beds and your planters and your grow bags and whatnot. You gonna grow what you think you might be able to get to grow. Treat it just like that. Because those pockets are some of those pocket the 10-inch deep pocket. Some people's raised beds is only 6 inches. So if these are 10, you got that depth. It's gonna work out. I noticed how many people were shocked that I was able to do broccoli, and I'm like, I never thought for a second it wouldn't grow in there. I've grown peppers in there. I've done jalapeno and banana peppers in there a couple years ago. So I was like, of course I probably should be able to grow broccoli because peppers get, you know. So whatever you could think of, you got 6 pockets per tier. If you bought you a 5 tier, you got 30 pockets to grow in. That's a lot of space. Maximize that space, girl. Grow the things. Grow the things. The only thing I said also in the beginning, I don't know when, I can't remember when, if you came in before after I said this or before, but making sure that soil is nice and loose. So just like for your beds, how you make sure it's good, nice and loose so that your roots can kind of sprawl as they need to. The same thing in here. I made the first time I filled it, I didn't um, really add perlite or anything to it. When I refreshed them, I put a lot of perlite in there to keep that soil loose. Because what I had the first year I did it, my soil just got really compacted in there. And so some of my plants didn't do well. But the next year had better success. And this year they're doing good. Last year I only did some herbs in it. And I think I had strawberries in the other one. But this year I have 3 of them set up. So I have herbs in the 7th tier. And I still have pockets I could put stuff in. And then I have like peppers and I have the broccoli in the other one. And I still have pockets to fill. So, girl, do your thing. The carrots will be shaded by the spinach. There you go. There you go. I might do that with one of my GreenStalks. Yes. I'm 6 foot and I don't like, I'm too tall either. Yeah. Yeah. After they fell, we made them 3 and 4 tier. There you go. Does anyone have a preference between the smooth and basket weave? I think the basket weave looks pretty because it's basket weave. Duh. But I don't even think I have a basket. I think I'll buy her smooth because it costs more. And I'm frugal. Stop judging me, Deborah, because I felt judgment. Of course I bought the cheaper one. Hush. No, thinking you fine because I'm sure somebody else came in after I said it. So you asked at the right time so that now everybody who's here now is on the same thing. Unique got squash and zucchini growing in hers. Girl, I don't know about no zucchini though. My zucchini plants. See, I told you, but listen, they probably gonna do great. But I be fearing the stuff that done did too great in the raised beds being in there because I'd be like, listen, they showed the entire behind in my raised bed. I don't know if I want to put it in my green. You can see broccoli. Girl, I'm about to go crazy on the broccoli because I'm like, And also, video is dropping tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, showing how I preserved that broccoli that I harvested. Okay. So at least gives you one way to preserve it, because if you grow some things on a higher scale, you got to have a way to preserve them. You don't want your food going bad. So just like you could go to the grocery store and buy your broccoli fresh or frozen, you should be able to do the same thing in your home. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I prune heavily for airflow and plant, yes, capability, yes, compatibility. You do have the trellises. They're okay. I haven't tried them yet. I got them, but I have not tried them, so I need to pull it out. I've had my trellis for a couple years now. Never used it because I didn't need it the year I bought it. I thought I would. It was for the peppers, and they didn't need to be trellis. They were fine. They just grew straight up and bushed out a little bit, and I didn't have any problems of them didn't be held up. I had an okra plant too. What? You had a 12-foot okra plant in your greens? Did you read that? Don't make me put no okra in that gate. Leave me alone, Unique. Big plant script. Me too, Nikki. Me too. But listen, I'll take on the challenge. Cause Unique be over there growing in them GreenStalks. Have you seen them? So, and I told you Tixie giving it a shot. Tixie, I might have to see. I might put them a couple okra plants in between some of those peppers. Did you grow it on the bottom tier? Let me know. I think it needs to be on the bottom tier. What soil do you all suggest for the GreenStalk? We talked about that. So, for those who missed that, and I'm not saying that because you brought it up, Auntie, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm saying it because thank you for bringing it up again, because people who weren't here when we had that conversation can now hear what we said with that. My opinion was whatever soil you would use for your raised beds. Just get all the big pieces of stick and stuff out of it. So kind of sift it down some. You don't have to sift it really, but just kind of sift through it and get some of the big pieces out. Add some compost, add some perlite, lots of it, mix it all together. Also, I shared for those who are new to the GreenStalk, and this will be your first time filling up one, you are going to use more than a cubic foot per tier. Not a whole lot more than a cubic foot, but you're going to use more than a cubic foot of soil per tier. And the audience agreed. The chat agreed, because the ones who have done it. It takes a lot of soil. However, just think about it like this, because maybe you have a 4x2 raised bed in your garden. Just think about what you use to fill that. You can't put 30 plants in no 4x2 raised bed, but you could put up to 30 plants in that GreenStalk. So look at it like that. Okay. But yes, so I particularly used a few different ones. I used Pro Mix for a lot of them. I also used Kellogg's, and I also used Miracle Grow. I couldn't think of the name. Miracle Grow. Some people in the chat use similar, and then Composter and Perlite. Happy Frog was a brand that came up in the chat. And there was, what was that other one? What was that other soil that was brought up? Now I can't. Was it Golden Time of Day who brought it up, or was that Michelle? Now I can't remember who brought it up. That soil that was. I was like, I never heard of it before. Y'all let me know what that was. I don't forgot that quick, but I remember something came up that I was like, wait, what is that? I haven't heard of that one. All right. Did you play okra in the top tier? I hope not, girl. Um, so second from the bottom. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Now, unique. You've seen my content. If this plan get out of hand, I'm gonna be the drama queen I always am. Okay. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. I just looked at the timer. I'm over 2 hours. I got the basket weave and didn't even know at the end. Girl, it's cute though. I like the basket weave. I'm just frugal. I wanted the basket weave till I saw the price. Listen, Sharon. What is the price for the basket weave? It's just a little bit more. I can't remember the difference in price, but it was more. You got yours you got yours during the sale. That's what's up, bougie. If you paid 100, you got it during the sale. That's the time to get it. I had okra in the bottom tier this year. Um, and it did better on the second to the bottom. Okay. That's good because I have peppers at this. I think the serranos are the second to the bottom, and I have the pocket. So I have them spread. Only have 3 plants there. So in between those three, I think I'll put the okra. Super soil. That's what it was. Look, y'all was taking notes. Yes, it was called super soil, y'all. Yes. All right, I'm caught up. So I'm about to wrap it up, y'all, because I'm well over 2 hours. Tomorrow, I will be dropping the video on how to preserve broccoli so you have an idea. Because you know what? This ain't no different than last year. We produce with purpose. We need to know how to preserve those things so we can eat it. I want to eat my stuff during the off season. That's why I'm trying to grow a crazy amount of green beans. I'm going to have a lot of green beans in the GreenStalk. I already got a raised bed. I think it's a 4x2 or 5x2 raised bed full of green beans. I want green beans canned up to last me a whole year because I ran out last year. Same thing with my greens. I will be canning. I think I have 10 jars of greens canned up right now. I will be canning more greens. Yes. Um, I want greens to take me through. Take me through there. Okay? Take me through. And then freezing the broccoli. So video tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, showing how to do that. Um, I don't know for a fact, but Chaz usually is live at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. I don't know if she's Eastern, but that's what time she live for me. 8 a.m. And it'll be some garden chat because it's always a garden chat. 2A in LA has a premiere tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time. He's actually on Pacific, but so it's 7 a.m. for you people over there, 10 a.m. for me and on the eastern side of town. Who else? Auntie Ellen, Auntie Ellen I heard wasn't doing Saturdays anymore. So anybody who knows anybody who's gonna be live, y'all could always drop it over here. We don't gatekeep over here. We patronize everybody. Okay, we show love all over. So yeah, thank you, Bougie. Listen, girl, if you need any help that I could give, I don't know all the things GreenStalk, but I'll try to help where I can. I could tell you who probably know better than I do. You go Ro. I don't know if you follow Ro, or Tixie. Unique, even though Unique says she only had hers for a year, Unique is growing over there. I thought you had those for a long time, girl. Because the way you growing, child, I need to get my life. So I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate you. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.